Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nomifactory GTCEu Expert Mode. So, we got some stuff ready for today. Um, some things that I'm going to be doing, of course, we're going to get our stabilized microminer, and then we're also going to get the actualization chamber set up so that we can process the pristine matter that the stabilized microminer is going to bring back. Now, the actualization chamber, as you can see, it looks like this. It's going to require some Mark III fusion casings, at least 9. We're going to need an input and output bus, maintenance hatch, the actual chamber itself, some fusion glass, and a fusion coil box. So a bit of tritium here, tritanium, I mean, the tritanium. And I did get mostly pretty much everything ready for this. So, uh, I don't think I got those yet. Um, so I'm gonna craft 9 of these up right now. As you can see here, 9 of these is gonna require 675 trinium. Trinium, not tritanium. I think I said tritanium earlier, but I meant to say it's gonna require some trinium for these ones. So we'll get that going. Those casings are being made. And then we're also going to want the actualization chamber itself. So let's go ahead and get this one going too. Okay, so while those are going, we're going to take a look at the actual stabilized microminer process here. So we are, I believe, going to be doing the tier 8 one first. Second.
Hey, everybody.
This is actually going to take a look at that. Tier 8. I'm pretty sure I want to do the tier 8 because to get more stabilized microminers, I am obviously going to have to do the tier 10s more, right? So the tier 10 here is going to require all of this stuff, of course. We've done that once before, and it's obviously a lot of draconium, neutronium, quadria, of course, titanium, and also an important thing to note is that we'll need 2 reactor cores, of course, each. So that's going to be 8 chaos shards every single time we make a tier 10. Actually, I think it might, if I remember correctly, I thought it might be more. Oh, yeah, it is more. I forgot. Because of the solar panels. So obviously you need 2 solar panels of these. So yeah, you need 9 chaotic cores. So that's 36. So I believe it is a total of 40 chaos shards per tier 10. So that's why I would like to do the tier 8 because then we can get these chaos shards for essentially something that doesn't get consumed once we make it, plus just 1 cobblestone. So it'll be like 1 cobblestone, of course, for um, 4 chaos shards and dragon eggs. Um, so we were able to get those chaos shards way cheaper compared to like if I wanted 30, let's say I wanted 40 of them like per tier 10, right? We're gonna be taking up about 200k diamonds, 45k redstone, um, and then various other materials, iron 3, indium stuff, a lot of draconium if I was gonna keep doing tier 10s. well, sorry, not tier 10s, chaos shards to get the tier 10 stuff. Um, 2.5k draconium per tier 10 essentially. Um, it would also acquire quite a bit of iridium, palladium, and of course trinium too. So that'll save us a lot in getting the chaos shards once we get the stabilized microminer. So if you take a look at the stabilized microminer, this is pretty much how most of them all are, or how they all are actually, besides the microminer that you put in. Um, so pretty much, as you can see, you need the corresponding microminer that you want, which we've got a tier 8 already crafted up, of course. Then you need one of these special hearts of a universe. You would need the chaos shards times 4, 24 UV field generators, and I could have sworn I just had one of these, but did it disappear for some reason? I know we had 24 of them. Did we somehow just make it disappear? Oh, when we craft the actualization chamber, I forgot we had a UV field generator that went into crafting that just now. So I'm gonna get one more of these crafted up. Um, okay. So once we get that extra UV field generator back, also we're gonna need the dense iridium. Oh, these only go into stacks of 7. I thought they were gonna stack on top of each other, but they don't. Okay. So now it's just a little bit of a waiting game for some of this stuff to finish. Um, I did do like a double freezer setup here. They are wall sharing this middle uh row right here. Just 'cause like why not? Um, so they're both processing. They're both UV too right now. This one's got a lot of ingots in it. Um, some of the ingots I still haven't done away with the patterns, but obviously I do have the Ordix storage bus here that anything that doesn't have a pattern, of course, if it's just a hot ingot, it appears in our system, it'll just go into here. Um, and then are those ones are going to be shared, of course. Um, then I did move my output hatch to the middle here, so that way this one has they have a shared output hatch here instead of it being down there. Uh, Looks like our blast furnace is quite full of things right now. It's tackling the osmiridium, I think. Maybe. 11 seconds. 3 seconds. Let's see how our energy is. Mmm. Actually using quite a bit of energy right now. More than I thought we would. Mm, Still working on some stuff here. It's ingots. That is going to take a little bit of time. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, let's head down to the assembler. Now, I'm only gonna have to do this recipe once, guaranteed. I only need one stabilized microminer tier 8. Then we can just use this repeatedly to get pristine crystal matter for that specific one. So, I also am gonna need, so this has gotta be UHV, of course, which we don't have it at. So that's actually an important thing that we have to upgrade this. So we're gonna have to get two UV energy hatches and an energy UHV converter. So we're gonna need two of those. And a UV energy converter. It's gotta make some nether star blocks, it looks like. Alright. So we'll get this upgraded to be UHV. And we're gonna need to make sure that it has access to rocket fuel, omnium, and neutronium. Which it doesn't have access to any of those yet. So we want rocket fuel here, omnium, and neutronium. Okay. And next, um, is the ingredients here. So again, it's a tier 8 microminer because that's what we're doing. We would need the heart of the universe, the chaos shards, and then so we're missing the UV field generators right now. So we'll just put the dense iridium there, 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 and there. So we're just waiting on the UV field generators we'll put in there, and once we get it upgraded to HV, it'll start crafting up that. Hopefully there's not any recipes in here that I actually need to use right now, because I just put stuff in there. Do we have to make a UV field generator right now? We have to make UV energy hatches. Never mind, let's take the stuff out. Kind of got a little ahead of myself there. This stuff will jam up the other stuff. Don't want that. Uh, like save room for that UV field generator. Alright, we'll keep this assembly line available because it's going to be using it at some point. Just take a look how we're doing over here. Slowly eating away at our stuff that we need here. Hmm, these uranium, rhodium, those things take a while to freeze. 5 seconds each. It's a good thing we have a double freezer because there's quite a few ingots here that need to be frozen. The single freezer, even though it was UV, was not really cutting it, so we added a second one there at UV, of course. Just waiting on some stuff to finish crafting here. Mm-mm-mm. There's not much to do in terms of that. Um, we're still waiting on some stuff for the actualization chamber. The actual main block itself and the fusion machine casings are still being crafted. This one, the numbers should be going down. That one's going down slowly, it looks like. This one's also going down slowly. Looks like waiting on UV electric motors, master circuits. Okay. Let's take a look at how our energy is doing. Using 10 million. Okay. I did off stream I did add some more solar panels over here. Hmm. Some of these looks like they got drained pretty recently. So I added like this whole row, I think pretty much right here. It was 100 and, well, I added 192 solar panels, so I think is how much I did. Or something like that. Yeah, pretty sure it's 192. So that's good. More power generation, so we hopefully don't run out of power as easily. These three are all about in the 2K range right here for stuff to go. This one's only at 800. It still looks like quite a bit of stuff. I think at this point it might be just about waiting on the freezers to freeze some of this stuff. Should upgrade them to UHV at this point. Or just build more. If we had two more, I'd be going twice as fast. Oh, we still have even more stuff in the EBF now. Hmm. EBF is going. Okay. Well, um, just a matter of waiting for that stuff. This one right here. I did put um some stuff in that for the actualization chamber right here. Um, now we are gonna make it UV, I guess, to start in terms of energy power. And I think to save on the materials for this, I'm gonna do 9. And then, as you can see here, we can have up to 2 energy hatches, of course, so we're gonna be doing 2. And that will get us down to 12 here, of course. And then to get it down 3 more, I think we're just gonna put some extra buses instead of those casings. It looks like we just finished the actualization chamber main piece, and that is a quest complete. Okay, so with that in mind, the last thing that we need is the casings. And for that, we are going to need this uranium rhodium diniquidide, which takes a while to freeze. 5 seconds apiece. Should take a few minutes more for the uranium there. ZPM field generators. We're going to be making 9 of these, so let's make sure that we have 9 times 1296 awakened. Okay. 9 times 1296 would be 11,664 of this. Boom. Now it'll be able to make those ZPM field generators when it gets to them. Okay. Mm-hmm. 700 to go on the UV field generator. Where's our UV energy hatches? We need this stuff in the EBF to go, and then we get frozen. And it keeps wanting to add more stuff into the EBF. Samarium. Thing is, even if we speed up the EBF, the freezer is still a bit behind on freezing stuff. We've got like 250, 300, about almost around 350 hot ingots in the freezers here. Don't really need to speed up the EBF, we would need to speed up the freezers. Once we get these UV energy hatches, we will upgrade our assembly line and then get the stabilized microminer itself crafted up. Mm, I'm not looking forward to making this because it's gonna take, well, a bunch of motes of omnium. That's not too bad though for the ultimate material. Um, it's 24 motes of omnium per eternal catalyst, and you can see that there's 32 here. So I believe it is 768 motes of omnium required for one infinity catalyst. And then now, in terms of the next thing here, quest, it does technically show a creative RF source. Now, we're only going to need one infinity catalyst for that, but we are going to require quite a few stabilizers here, as you can see. It's pretty much mostly just going to be awakened draconium and yeah, mostly just draconium for the most part. And then all these pylons and these bunch of random panels, including neutronium, of course. Mm. A Mark 1, Mark 2, and 3, probably. Mm. You do need to make Mark 1, 2, and 3 fusion reactor for these ultimate generators. And there's 4 of them, so you need 4 of each of the marks. Mm. Energy cores. And we have a bunch of draconium. More chaos shards. 16 chaos shards right here. Particle generators, gonna be more draconium mostly. Energy core stabilizers. Again, more draconium. Energy pylons, draconium. Gonna be quite a bit of draconium. And some chaos shards. Um, this one, I mean, it says it pushes out 2.14 GRF per tick per side, but it's not the most important thing to me, I guess, because I do have solar panels, which is like unlimited RF, essentially. Um, I can just add more if I want, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, for sure. Eventually, we're going to be getting Infinity too, but that's going to be quite annoying to get. I don't even know what it's gonna, how much it's gonna cost for these, because we need 10 Eternal Catalysts, and then this more Eternal Catalyst, of course. So it's gonna be, essentially, for Infinity, it's gonna be Neutronium, Omnium, more Omnium, Dragon Hearts, and then some other random stuff. And chaos shards, essentially. More Neutronium and Omnium. Okay. So it looks like our UV energy hatches are almost done. Keyword almost. Our EBF is done processing stuff. We're just waiting on the freezers. Got about 10 there. Got some here. Mm, 10 seconds. Which one is it processing? These? Maybe. What number is even changing? Oh, it's doing, yeah, it's doing these. Ah, right, those take 10 seconds at UV. What else? I thought I was looking at something that took 5 seconds at UV, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, okay. Once the freezer's done, we shall have our energy hatches. At least it's working on that. This shouldn't take long though. Hmm, still there. Why is it taking so long? Hmm, weird. I do not know why it seems to be taking so long to make the long magnetic samarium rod. Let's go over here. Oh, it's making a bunch of them. It must be making those for something else. Oh, okay. ZPM electric motor. Hmm, I believe the assembly line is going. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, this one's doing something. Hmm, I'm just waiting on last few items here. This one, just waiting on some circuit stuff. And same with this one. Should have made some. I did make some wetware stuff, but that stuff disappears pretty fast. And we definitely need always more circuit boards. Mm, uh, okay. Oh, one thing that while we're just trying to pass time here, um, in my room here, I did put another powered spawner here. Now this one doesn't actually spawn chickens. It captures bats. So if we put soul vials here, empty ones, it'll take a bat and put it into the vials, and then we'll get that. And that is useful for the flight control units. So that'll be easy for us to get the stuff for the warp engines instead of having to do the bat wing stuff and get doing the leather into that. And by the way, for the bat stabilizer, so like a broken spawner, right? You take a broken spawner, any of them, and then if you get the bat soul valve, right? And you combine that with the broken spawner in the anvil, you'll get a broken spawner for the bat, right? Then um, then you take the broken one and you combine it with the powered spawner in the anvil, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then you'll get a powered spawner for the bat. In case you didn't know. This one seems to be waiting for something. Could be trying to make circuit boards, potentially. Something else making circuit boards? This one isn't. And this one isn't. Are any of them making circuits? I know this one's making a ZPM electric motor and emitter. This is UV, LUV, LUV. It might be that it might be getting jammed up by some stuff in this assembly line right now that's going first in the line. Oops. We do have UV stuff here. So I think the UV stuff wants to go, but there's some ZPM stuff being made right now at the time. Wanted to, we could take some of that stuff out for sure and put it into that one if we wanted. Let's see, UV. Let's see here. We take all of this stuff out, then put it over into this one. We could do that. Then maybe it'll go faster. 15 seconds. Okay, I guess it finished everything. That was UV now. I still see UV emitters here. We did transfer that over to this one, I'm pretty sure though. Waiting on the LUV electric pumps, which I guess will happen after the ZPM stuff is done here. Okay. Now I believe it might be doing the LUV electric pumps, the thing that we wanted it to do, I think. I think now it's doing the CPM field generator. Just to get our last fusion machine casing here in a second. Okay, so there is the 9 fusion machine casings. Getting some circuit boards going here. Yep. Okay. While that happens, let me think here. So we've got 1 extra energy hatch, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I think we want 3, uh, 3 either input or output buses extra. Uh, I'd say probably output, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. I did get an EV output bus, so it can handle all the stuff that might come out of it. The pristine matter stuff. Um, let's see. Do we want input or output? Let's we'll just do 3 of these. It's whatever. Mm, okay. That should be good for the actualization chamber now. Almost finished here. Close. Okay. Mm, we are waiting on master circuit boards, I believe. I think. This is making a few. I think the energy hatches will probably be done before the energy converter. Maybe. Really, all it's gotta do is these. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Hmm. wetware supercomputer. And then this will go into the assembly line. There it goes. UV field. So I've got 24 of those. That's what we wanted. Still waiting on this one apparently. And we're waiting on that one. Wetware. Oh, okay. Oh, well, they got done pretty much at the same time. Well, actually, we still need one more energy hatch. So actually, I guess the converter technically got done first. Where's that other UV? Oh, wait. What? Did I only make one UV energy hatch? I guess I did. Wait, what's this one doing? Is that a UV energy hatch? I think that one is. There. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and swap out the energy converter here. And both of those. Let me get to these. Alright, so we're going to put the ZPMs away and get the UV ones out. Don't want this wire anymore either. We need the UV superconductor. We're going to need 2 of these. Yeah. Get that going. This one is going to go right there. And this and this. While that finishes up, let's go ahead and get this stuff in here. So that goes into the first one. Oops. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. 7. And 8. Okay. Now we just gotta get it power. Then we should be good to go. We need the wire cutter. Get that way and that way. There we go. 125 seconds at UHV. Doing fine. For now. Okay, so that is making our stabilized microminer now. That will come out shortly. And then we can send this on a mission. Let's actually get that set as a thing here. And the microverse 3. Put that right there. And we've got this running at UHV, so it should definitely be quite a bit faster here. Um, ZPM, UV, I think that's 8 times faster, I think. So it should only take about a minute, really. Then we'll have to get the actualization chamber set up here too. Surprised that one's not done yet. Let's see, where do we want to set up the actualization chamber though? That's the real question. Hmm. We could set it up here, I guess. We're actually probably gonna have multiple actualization chambers, I'm thinking. So what's gonna happen? So, we might want a bit of room, even though they're only like a 3 by 3 by 3. Mm, if I wanted to, I could potentially just do them right here. I guess. And the energy converter, of course. That should be everything that we need from there, I think. Now this one goes in the bottom middle, it looks like. Let's see here. It's a 3 by 3. The back of it would hit right there. Maybe we'll do it like that. Didn't put the other energy hatch in. That one, and then this one. Um, and this go right here, and this goes right here? Yes. Structure formed, maintenance fine. Okay. Annoying me. There we go. Okay. So here is our actualization chamber. Um, we've got to get. Is the stabilized microminer done? Yes, it is. Here it is. There we go. I don't think that's a quest for this actual thing, but I believe now. Uh, so I believe. Yeah. Okay. So what we want to do now is to go to pristine. If we craft one of these, this thing's always going to be available, of course. And then we get this started. Should go in here. And yep, about a minute. And then that'll get us the pristine. And then we'll want to take the pristine and put it into one of these input buses. And then we'll want the output also linked to I think we're gonna want 2 interfaces here, I believe. So one on the input and one on the output. Then get that linked up to our network. Let's see. Where's the easiest way to hook this up though? Mm, I can either hook it up from one of the LCRs up to here, or I can hook it up from there. Let's break this. I think that this will be a little closer. Should be anyways. Oops, wrong spot. Um, get this right there. Hello. Okay, then we'll put this one right there. There we go. That'll work. So those are online, perfect. Okay, so we do have our pristine crystal microverse matter. I don't think it's a quest to hold this or anything. Um, so what we'd want to do is have this come into here. And we'd want this to be set to a circuit of 2, of course. Yes, circuit of 2. Then I think what we'd do is make this a pattern here. This one. Get it as chaos shards and dragon eggs. This goes into here. And we have to get rid of our other chaos shard recipe potentially. Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, okay. Do we have any other chaos shard? Yeah. Let's go ahead and we don't need this one anymore. This one's unlimited chaos shards and dragon eggs. We don't need this one. We don't need all of this stuff anymore. Okay, so obviously that's looks like it's working fine. And let's say if we wanted to do 8 chaos shards, where did our stabilized microminer go? Did it come back into our system? Should have. Oh wait. Let me look at, is it over here still or something? Oh, it's stuck in the input bus. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay. Oops, I did not want to put that there. Let me look at the other stabilized things here. They all require cobblestone only. I'm trying to think of how to do that. Hmm. I don't know how to get this pulled back out. Unless maybe like, in this one, maybe if I put the the stabilized microminer here, I don't know, I don't think it will. Will it? Hmm. I feel like the only way to have this done easily is if I make multiple microverses, one for each microminer. Unless I can get this thing pulled out. Because if I just make the recipe only cobblestone, gets you this, then like I can't differentiate between that and the other ones because they all require cobblestone. Mm, it'll put it in there, but I can't get it taken out. Uh, um, how do I get this to come back out? This isn't gonna be good if I do this. Unless I make separate ones. Mm, like even if I put this here, I don't think that's gonna help, is it? If I put this here, um, yeah, that's not gonna work like that. I didn't think so. I don't know how to get that pulled out. I guess there is no way. We just have to do it like this, I guess. It's the only way I can think of right now. Until maybe I find a better way if I research just now. If we want 32 of them, for example, we'll get this and this for the cost of 7 cobblestone. We'll just leave the tier 8 microminer in there. And we can easily get chaos shards and dragon eggs for only a certain amount of cobblestone essentially here. That's good stuff. I know I'm gonna need more chaos shards, so I'm probably just gonna request 40 right now. Go ahead and do it. Actualization chamber. Um, did we already? Hmm. We didn't turn the first pristine crystal into anything yet, did we? If we did, then we should have chaos shards. Hmm. That's weird. I feel like we should have chaos shards right now, right? Uh, oh, these are in here. So the pristine crystal microverse matter is in here with a circuit of 2. Well, why is it not doing anything? Idling UV. Huh? Unless for some reason it doesn't like this input bus, what if it likes one of the other ones instead? Let's set them all to 2. Oh, it doesn't do anything with that one. Doesn't do anything with that one. What about this input bus? Nothing happens with that one either. It doesn't have anything to do with the input bus. Tried all of them. Oh. Well, that would be important. We figured it out real fast. Kind of need energy. That could be useful. Find it to be quite useful to have energy. We need to hook that one up to that, and then this one. Um, where do we grab the energy from? Right there? Maybe. Get that aimed up. We want that connected to that. Then we want. Guess we're gonna need some more of these. Actually, real soon. Get those going. This is gonna take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 10 to 12-ish or so. If we connect right there. Don't know if there's any spot that might be closer. Unless right here. I think that might actually be the closest. I think we want to go deeper. We want to go right there. And I think we have to go one over here actually. How far do we have to go over? Oh, there we go. Actually, it's right there. Okay. Where's our superconductor? Is it getting? Oh, right, the liquid nether stars. Keep forgetting about that. 32 times 144. Guess we gotta do it that way. 4608. Okay. Get this connected. Need a couple more, maybe. That should be good. Oh, just one more. Okay. Let's get to the other side of this. Come on. Okay, now it's going. Now the chaos shards are coming in. 12. 16. Okay. Good stuff. Now we're gonna have lots of chaos shards and even more dragon eggs. Dragon egg should be going up, right? That's so. It doesn't seem like the dragon eggs amount is going up for some reason. Should be getting 256 dragon eggs. I swear the dragon egg amount didn't go up for some reason. Hmm? Am I missing something here? I swear the chaos shards were going up, but this number didn't change. Wait, what just happened? Look, our chaos shard amount went up, but this dragon egg number is not changing. What's going on? This is what we should be getting. 256 dragon eggs and the chaos shards. Hmm? Why does it still show this here? Hmm? That's, weird. Processing this with a circuit of 2 gets us all of this. Unless the dragon eggs are gonna appear at the end. Let's see. Maybe the chaos shards are going instantly and then, oh. Okay. The chaos shards appear instantly, and then the dragon eggs, I guess, are appearing at the end of the crash for whatever reason. Okay. Not sure why it does it like that, but whatever. I guess. Okay, well that's an easy 40 chaos shards right there. Pretty fast. So I guess in terms of what we're gonna be working on next, we're gonna try to get, I guess, some more stabilized microminers and start working towards the infinity catalyst, I guess. Now that we have essentially unlimited chaos shards, it should be much easier to make chaotic cores. We just gotta need neutronium and omnium, of course. We're gonna need lots of omnium and neutronium, I think. We're gonna need more hearts of the universe, so that means we're also gonna need more chaos shards because for the tier 10, we're gonna need chaos shards for it. And tritanium. And draconium. But yeah, there's the chaos shards. Silver. So yeah. Um, well, I think I'm gonna wrap up that session here with what we've done. Glad we got the stabilized miners going. And we got the actualization chamber all good to go. We'll just get some more stuff prepared for next time, and thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Bye for now.